Donald Trump's mood is so dependent on his ego and ridiculous need for approval, that we've witnessed the president completely fall apart and become unhinged in the face of the slightest criticism. So it should be no surprise that Trump is currently having a meltdown over the Americans who protest against him, and is forcing his legal team to claim that protesters are violating his rights. Trump is currently being sued by protesters at one of his 2016 campaign rallies, due to Trump's incitement to riot. These protesters were allegedly beaten by Trump supporters after the president had them removed from a Louisville, Kentucky rally. No surprise, as Trump's rallies were infamously violent. Now, Trump's lawyers are trying to say that the president did not violate the protesters' rights after verbally encouraging his supporters to assault and get him out of here. According to the legal filings, Trump and his team are trying to insist that the protesters violated Trump's rights first, for protesting him. Once again, Trump is attacking the First Amendment. One part of the filing reads, in this case, plaintiffs interfered with the Trump campaign's freedom to choose the content of its own message. Thus, by interjecting this anti-Trump speech in the middle of a pro-Trump rally, they were obviously transforming the message that Mr. Trump and the campaign wished the event to convey. Earlier this year, Judge David Hale had sided with the protesters after Trump's attorneys failed to argue that Trump was protected by the First Amendment. Hale wrote, "It is plausible that Trump's direction to get him out of here advocated the use of force. Get him out of here is stated in the imperative. It was an order, an instruction, a command." Trump and his legal team are now fighting the protesters a second time now, using the pathetic angle that Trump's rights were violated first. The motion reads, Mr. Trump had every right to call for the removal of the disruptors. Any contrary rule would destroy the right of political campaigns to express their messages at rallies without being sabotaged by intruders. It is absolutely desperate and disgraceful. Trump is dreaming if he thinks he's going to win this one. What these protesters were fighting against was clearly hate speech, not Trump's First Amendment rights. And if Trump thinks this is how he can respond to anyone who criticizes him, we have a very big problem.